Hi there, I'm JC and this is Dad Bod with JC. I'm doing about a 60-minute workout every day, or at least trying to come here every day. Um, and the whole idea is to get myself in better shape. And if anyone wants to follow along, they can follow along. I'll talk all the way through it, and yeah, everyone can participate if they want to. Um, like I said, I'll talk all the way through it. Today, I'm gonna do just stretches the full 60 minutes. My upper back and neck, for the most part. So my hamstrings are feeling a little tight. Also, I might all my planned activities are upper back and neck related, more or less. But for stretching, but I'm gonna start off with some hamstring stretches because they're feeling a little tight too. I'll just do like 5 minutes worth of that and go from there. In any case, unless there's something to look at in the chat room here, I'll get going. I'll take a quick sip of water. I've been sipping on water a lot, but I need a little bit more here. So for the first hamstring stretch, I'm just gonna scissor my legs out, uh, one in front of the other, basically, um, and I'm gonna stretch out this back leg. I'm feeling the stretch in my calf and my hamstring. It's feeling pretty good. I'm just gonna hold it for a 12 count. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. I'm gonna deepen my stretch a little bit by bringing things down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's feeling good already. So I'll do the other side here too. The back leg straight, the front leg has the knee bent, the back leg is the one I want to stretch at this point. So I am deepening my stretch by bending my knee a little bit more, and my calf and my hamstring, I can feel a little bit of a stretch here. So I'm going to breathe in, and just use your mind to see if you can breathe in. Bring my breath all the way to my back leg here. I can really feel it in my calf, somewhat on my hamstrings, and because that's what's feeling a little tight today. Gonna hold for a 12 count. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was also rolling my foot around. I guess I should have mentioned this. Rolling my foot around, looking for a stretch. So my calf was stretching all the way around the calf, and I could feel the tweak on my hamstring as well. I'll just do one more set of these for the hamstrings, and then go back to my regularly scheduled neck and upper back exercises, which today is just stretching. For the most part, I'm doing on any given week. I'm doing 2 days of stretching, so today will be one of my days. 2 days of core, and core work for my midsection here. Personally, this is where I feel like I need the most work in my core area. So tomorrow I'll probably end up doing some core work, either tomorrow or the next day. So 2 days of stretching, 2 days of core, which leaves 3 more days. One day I'd been doing arms and chest. Another day, legs and basically legs, like just leg workouts. So leg day, arm day, and the one wild card day, I've been doing different things with it. One of the things I've been doing is just doing dumbbells and all sorts of shoulder work, arm work, and also doing some leg work for muscle building exercises for legs and arms. And that I only do one day. It's about all I can handle at this point. Later on, I might up it to 2 days, but for now, I'll just keep it that the muscle building exercises for just one day. Otherwise, core work. I mean, I am building muscle with the core. Thanks for the likes. I am building muscle with the core, but but that's happening in the background. It's like, when you do sit-ups, I mean, the whole idea is to slim down the midsection a little bit. You're not going to see a whole lot of that, especially right now. I'm a bit away from the six-pack just yet. I want to get there eventually, but I'm still a little bit away from that. Okay, I'm switching legs. That's been more than 12 count I was expecting. I'll keep talking while I stretch. So the idea is back leg is straight. That's the one that's stretching. Front leg has the knee bent, and I'm going to bend it some more and try to catch a stretch on my calf and my hamstring. And if need be, I'm rolling around my back foot a little bit to see where I can stretch more on my calf. Because if you roll around the back foot, kind of left and right a little bit, you can feel a slightly different stretch on your calf. And you can almost extend that change to the hamstring, the stretching of the hamstring. So that's what I'm doing here. I'll talk a little bit more about my progress. So this is day number like 28 maybe. It's in the high 20s, whatever it is. I've been doing this pretty consistently. I've missed a day here or there, but for the most part, I've been pretty true to everyday sort of thing. And I'm feeling a lot better, feeling a lot stronger. I'm more comfortable. I feel more calm, and those are all good positive things. I've definitely been drinking more water. Definitely been going to the bathroom a little bit more, but that's a good thing. As things, you eat and it goes out, and it's like you drink and it goes out, and that's what working out and losing weight, getting more fit. That's kind of how it goes. So, all right, that's all. That's been about 12 seconds there, or 12 count here. I just want to stretch a teeny bit more. The hamstring didn't quite get what I wanted to, so I'm going to work on my hamstrings a little bit more. I'm going to do one forward fold before I start with my neck and upper back stretches. So here we go with the forward fold. I'm focusing in this forward fold on my hamstrings, trying to lengthen my hamstrings, but at the same time I'm going to relax my shoulders, relax my upper neck. I really like the forward fold. I usually close out my day with it. It's a very peaceful type of stretch. And it's very versatile too. Like, you can focus on your calf muscles, you can focus on your hamstrings, you can focus on your upper back. Like right now, I'm going to move the focus of my stretch from my hamstrings to my upper back. Maybe I can do both, because I can definitely feel the stretch of my hamstrings here. And if I focus on my upper back for the stretching of my upper back, I can manage to get a little bit of a stretch of my upper back as well. I'll come back up now. Nice and slow. When you're coming back up from any of these stretching poses, it's nice and slow. I've been going a little faster with some of this recovery from a deep stretch or whatnot, and I would get these little shooting pains go like right through my back, and or right through wherever, and that's because I was coming up too fast. If I come up nice and slow, it's more even, less exciting. One thing about these exercises is, especially when you're trying to lose weight. I'm trying to lose weight here, right? So trying to lose weight, you don't want excitement. Excitement isn't all that great. You just want to keep going strong and steady. You don't want to stop for, I guess, injuries. First week I was doing this, I got injured maybe 3 times in 2 or 3 different places. My knee, my shoulder, my wrist, all sorts of problems. Maybe they're already existing injuries or something, but in the 20-something days since then, everything's feeling better. I've forgotten about my knee, really. Like when, my day-to-day activities, my shoulder feels a ton better. It's like there's an old injury in there, but it feels a ton better. And my wrist, I haven't had reason to complain about my wrists in a week or 2, and those are all good things. Not doing anything particularly exciting, but at the same time, getting stronger, getting fitter, getting healthier. That's what most people want. I'll check chats real quick before I start my cat-cows. All right, looking good. I need a sip of water. I've been talking like a madman. All right, next up is cat-cows. I'm just going to do 2 sets of these, and I'm going to hold each cat and each cow for about 4 seconds. So, all right. I'm even getting up and down a little easier than I was. I mean, I'm still going a little slow on getting up and down, but I'm getting up and down a little easier now, which I must say it feels great. All right, so here we go. The cat-cow position. I want my wrists underneath my shoulders and my knees underneath my hips. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Down for the cow, holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Up for the cat, holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 1. I'm only going to do 4 of these. So down for the cow, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up for the cat, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 2. Down for the cow, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm looking for that stretch on my neck here. I'm trying to focus in on my upper back, upper neck, I guess shoulder area. So up for the cat for 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last pairing of the cat-cow. Down for the cow for 4, 3, 2, 1. And up for the cat. I'm going to hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to shake it out a teeny bit and go right back to it for a second set of the cat-cows. I do cat-cows in a lot of these exercises. Normally I only hold it for a couple seconds, like a 1 count or a 2 count. Since I'm focusing on upper back and neck stretches today, I'm holding it for 4 seconds or something like that. Giving my neck and upper back a chance to stretch. With that being said, I'll go right back to it. Doing 4 of these and holding for 4 counts at each position, cat and cow. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Down for the cow, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up for the cat, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down for the cow, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up for the cat, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Down for the cow, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up for the cat, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down for the cow, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up for the cat, for the last of the cat-cows are 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it for the cat-cows for the moment. Felt great. I'm going to do some child's pose next. I need a sip of water. I'm thirsty today. Child's pose is pretty straightforward. Most people have seen it before. I've done it repeatedly. So just bring up the paw. It's kind of well, it's not quite laying down, but I guess you can start on your knees, like I am right now. Then you bring your forearms to the ground. Bring your forehead in between your forearms, or somewhere maybe around your elbows, somewhere in thereabouts. And then once your forearms are in front of you, your head's down, you try to press your rear end towards your ankles. So I'll do that right now. I'm going to hold in the child's pose for about 6 seconds. In normal like yoga practice, I see them holding for way more than 6 seconds. I'm just getting a good stretch. This will give a good stretch for upper back and a few other places like that. And I'm only going to do 2 sets of this. So here we go. down, forearms down, forehead to the ground between the forearms, foot pressing down, or rear end pressing down towards my feet, holding for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just doing that 2 times. Actually, I like this pose a lot. I'm gonna add another time because so 2 more sets of the 6-second child pose, basically. Coming up. So again, down for the child's pose. Forearms in front of you. Forehead to the ground. Rear end towards your feet. Pressing down gently but firmly so you can get a good stretch in your upper back. All through your torso if you can. Holding for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Coming up nice and slow. I'm going to shake things out for a quick second and kind of go right back to it. I hope you're following along. All of these, I'm posting all of these on YouTube, and I actually started posting them on Twitch as well. So I have a collection, dadbodwithjc on Twitch, and on YouTube it's the same thing, dadbodwithjc on YouTube. You can just search for it on Twitch or YouTube. And on YouTube I have all of my recordings from day 1 through whatever day 20, whatever today is. Twitch only has day 16 through 20 whatever, but in all honesty, day 16 or 17 or whatever it is, starting there might be a good thing because I mentioned earlier, I injured myself 2 or 3 times in the first week or so because I was learning how to do this, and I don't need or want anyone else to get injured. So yeah, day 17 is a great place to pick up. By the time day 17 rolled around, I got to the point where I wasn't injuring myself, and hopefully I wouldn't talk anyone into getting themselves injured as well. That being said, I'm ready for my last child's pose. So forearms to the ground, forehead to the ground, rear end pressed towards the feet, holding for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And done. That felt good. That felt really good, actually. Okay. That was fantastic. Next up is the wall stretch. I do this a lot. I might have to remove it from some of my lists because I think it's in every single one of my lists because I do like this, but it feels a little repetitive when I do this every night. For the wall stretch, I approach a wall at about a 45-degree angle with my body, bring up my arm closest to the wall. My upper arm goes straight into the wall. My forearm goes up the wall straight up, fingers pointing straight up. Once I'm kind of locked against the wall in that position, I use my feet to rotate my body away from my shoulder. So this is a bit of a shoulder and chest stretch right here. Once I get a good stretch across my shoulders and chest and whatnot, I add to the stretch a little bit more by bringing my chin away from that shoulder. Just gently adding to the stretch and holding for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relaxing into it. I'd stretched so much this one rep here that I felt it here on I guess my upper oblique, and I'm not sure if I was supposed to feel it there, but that's where I'm feeling it. It is on the muscle. It didn't feel like it was inside the muscle or anything like that. All right, other side, same deal. Forehand up the wall, feet start rotating away from that shoulder, getting everything settled the way I want to, bringing a stretch across my shoulder, my whole chest, really opening up my chest, bringing my other shoulder out. Once I feel a good stretch, I bring my chin away from my shoulder to just add a little bit more to the stretch, and holding that for 4, 3, 2, 1. And releasing slowly. No pain on that one. No, yeah, because the last one I felt something on my obliques. It was this part of the stretch for my oblique muscles. At least it felt that way. And this side felt great. Yeah. So if you're following along and you like what you're seeing, please give a like, a follow, subscribe, whatever works best on the platform you're in. I'm on 3 platforms right now, and I'm gonna add a 4th, I think, because I mean I'm doing this exercise. Might as well put it on all the little platforms, unless someone has an idea of why not to do that. Anyways, so next wall stretch, same thing. Forearm against the wall, fingers pointing up, using my feet to create a stretch across my chest. Thank you for the likes. So rotating my shoulders around, bringing the shoulder out a little bit more, rotating, once I feel a stretch there, rotating my chin to deepen that stretch a little bit more. I'm actually going to throw my hand out back too. That feels like it's opening up my chest that much more. Once I get to where I'm going with the stretch, I'm going to count down from 4, 3, 2, 1, and release nice and slow. Yeah, there's something going on with my obliques there. I can feel it on this side. I can definitely feel it. I'll see if I can tease my oblique on this side as well. Against the wall, fingers pointing straight up, rotating the shoulders to feel a stretch here, rotating this shoulder a bit to feel the stretch across my chest, bringing my arm out to increase the the stretch across my chest, and then bringing my chin over to deepen the stretch that much more. Once I get to where I want to go, I'm going to hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and done with this. Oh, I wasn't able to tweak it. Yeah, I wasn't able to reproduce that little tweak on my oblique. Hopefully it'll go away. I'll never hear it again. But oh, that felt so good. Like I'm just bringing up my shoulder blades. Like just bring it up a little bit. It feels pretty good. Next up is a trunk rotation. There's a couple of ways I do the trunk rotation. I'm going to do it lying down on the floor so my dog can participate. Right, Bubby? Right, doggy? He's going to participate. So with the trunk rotation from the floor, I'm going to lie down on my back. My knees are going to be bent straight up like this. And then my knees are going to flop one way, and my arms, head, and head are going to flop the other way. Yeah, he's a good boy. If you're going to send likes to this guy. He is so good. On the TikTok, he's the star of the little 10-second deals I put on TikTok because he's that good. In any case, so my knees are going to flop this way. So my lower body flops this way. My upper body flops that way. I'm going to hold that for about a 6 count once I get to the stretch where I'm going to, and then I'll come back up to neutral, go the other direction. Flop the knees this way, flop the torso that way, and hold that for a 6 count. I am going to be doing that 3 times, 3 rotations. I'll stop and talk a little bit in between each rotation, but during the rotation, I'll just talk about the form. All right, little guy, you can do this too, little guy. Little guy can do it too. I don't know if he will. All right, here we go. So knees are straight up. I'm going to flop my knees to the side. I'm going to avoid hitting the dog. And then I'm going to rotate my trunk in the opposite direction of my knees. My knees are stacked. My ankles are stacked. And I'm going to try to do the same with my shoulders. I'm going to rotate my shoulders away. I'm going to rotate my head away. And once I feel the stretch I want to feel, I'm going to call a hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. and back to neutral. So nice and slow back to neutral. I made a mistake of going up to neutral too fast once or twice, and my obliques really did not like that. There's like searing pain going up there. It wasn't pain, it was more like burn. So I'm gonna flop my knees back to the other direction. I'm gonna flop my shoulders, my head, my neck in the other direction for a trunk rotation. This is more of a core rotation because I'm really feeling the counter rotation more towards my midsection, but that's okay. I'm also feeling it up on my neck and upper chest and arms and whatnot. So once I get to the stretch that I'm looking to find, I'm going to hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back up again. Back to neutral. Nice and slow. No dog is here. So I'll just kick up for a second. I'm going to catch some air right here. It's easier to breathe sitting up and lying down, especially lying down and being as vocal as I am. So I'll catch my breath here a little bit and get back to it. I'm cracking my neck a little bit. I don't know if the mic is picking up the neck cracking. It only happened the first time I rolled my neck around. I think I have some neck rolls coming up, but it was pretty tight back there, so I need to do a quick neck roll and quick release. Shake out the arms, maybe shake out the legs a little bit, and get back to the trunk rotation. I actually need some water. I'm going to get some water. Sometimes I look up there and it feels so far away, but if I need water, I need water. So hydrate, everybody. All right. Splashed up a little bit. That's okay. Second set of the trunk rotation, I'm going to go through the same thing. Knees are going to flop this way. Arms and neck and head are going to flop the other way. Create a little trunk rotation in here. Then I'll come back up to hold for a 6 count, come back to neutral and do the other direction. Knees this way, arms that way. Here we go. Second set. Knees start flopping this way. The knees are stacked, the ankles are stacked. My arms are going to flop the other direction. Arms, neck, head. All my upper body is going to be flop this way. Lower body's flop the other way. Hence the trunk rotation. Once I get to the stretch that I'm looking to find, I'm stretching in all sorts of places here. Hard to describe. I'm going to hold for 6, 5, 1. And slowly back up to neutral. I'm at neutral. I'm going to flop my knees the other way. Flop my upper body opposite my knees. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. You don't want to rip anything. You don't want to tear any muscles. You just want to stretch them out as best you can. Right now I'm feeling the stretch best on my shoulders, actually. A little bit on my neck, but more on my shoulders, and of course my midsection and on my legs a little bit. I think I found my stretch at this point, so I'm going to call 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come back up to neutral. All right. I got one more set to go. Oh, this is feeling great. Before starting this, my upper back, my arms, my neck was really stiff. As I'd been doing this exercises, for 20-something days, I was getting tension in different places. So as time goes on, as I feel the need, I'm going to add more exercises in certain places. Like for instance, the other day, I was having trouble with my wrists. During the cat-cows and some other exercise I was doing with using my wrists, this side was feeling weak, wasn't feeling right. I don't know, maybe he had some injury on there. Who knows? But I went on the internet and found a bunch of wrist exercises and ankle exercises. I didn't have any issues with my ankles, but I figured if I was going to spend a day on my wrists, I'd spend like half an hour on the wrist, half an hour on the ankles. And there's some incredible exercises out there for wrists and ankles. And so I'm going to throw that in every 2 or 3 weeks. I don't think I need wrist and ankle exercises every week, but every other week, every third week, especially that set. I mean, some of the things I was doing there, it's set my it set my muscles on fire. I'd never experienced that. Like I was doing a wrist thing on the wall, and my back went on fire. Really strange, really eye opening, and my wrists have been felt great since then. Like I said, I didn't have trouble with my ankles even before then, so my ankles just felt a little bit better. But my wrists really did improve significantly. All right, third set of the trunk rotation coming up. I've said enough. So getting on my back, knees flop this way, arms and head and my upper torso goes the other way. Knees up and starting to flop slowly to one side. Arms, head, and chest flop in the other direction. Once I feel the stretch to basically where I'm going to be getting to, I'm getting a better stretch this time around. I'm going to count down from 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly coming back up to neutral. I don't know what I did differently there, but the stretch really felt a lot better and a lot deeper that time. Maybe I'll be able to see it on the recording, what I did differently there. So I got back to neutral. Now my knees are stacked, my ankles are stacked and going the other direction, and I'm bringing my shoulders around. I think that's the difference. I'm bringing my shoulders around more, so there's more of a rotation. There's definitely more of a rotation. I can feel it. So I'm still trying to deepen my stretch here, and I think I've gotten to about where I'm going to go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Going to release back to neutral, and that's it for the trunk rotation. I talked a lot for that one, but it felt great. Next guy's going to be fairly quick. It's a shoulder roll. I have this on another list or two that I have, and I really enjoy this shoulder roll. It's pretty simple. I'm just going to do 2 sets of it, and it's just like what I said. It's a shoulder roll. So the way I started is I bring my shoulders up. Well, first of all, feet are about shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent for balance. Bring my shoulders up towards my ears, and then forwards away from my ears, and then down, and then around back, and then back up again. That's 1. I'm going to count down from 10. I'm going to do 10 shoulder rolls in this direction and then reverse direction. So that's 10, 9. I'm going to do them nice and slow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Oh no, not done. I got a reverse direction. So for the reverse direction, I just do the same. I bring my shoulders up, but instead of going forwards, I go back. So back, and then down, and forwards, and up again for 10, 9, 8. Go nice and slow, making sure you can catch a stretch all through the process. 7. This shoulder's catching more stretching here today. 6. I played tennis over the weekend, so This is my dominant shoulder. 5. I'm guessing that would be why there's a little bit more tension over there. 4, 3, 2, 1. So yeah, the idea is to just find things and find muscles that need stretching as you're rotating through, and give them a little stretch as they go through. I have a little muscle diagram here. I call him my muscle man. And muscle man has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like another 5 or 6 here. There's about a dozen muscles that I can see on this muscle man guy. So as you're going through the shoulder roll, there's a dozen little things happening there. A dozen possibilities of stretching. So like as you go through it slowly, wow, you can catch like a dozen little stretches there. And you know, you might need a different stretch than I do. I mean, each one of those muscles is unique on everybody. All right. Oh, I need a second set of the shoulder rolls. That was the first set. Second set's going to be much the same. I won't go through quite as much detail on the second set. I'm going to do 10 shoulder rolls, starting by coming up, forwards, down, and around for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then reversing course by going up and back this time, then down and then forwards for 10, 9, looking for anything that needs stretching, 8, as you go around nice and slow, 7, there's a ton of stuff that needs stretching here, 6, I can feel it on every rotation, I can feel different spots, 5, 4, nice and slow, 3, 2, and 1. I wasn't breathing as heavily as I should have. I was getting enough. I was getting enough air in. So that felt great. The shoulder rolls are always a big favorite for me. Hopefully you like them too. Next up is the neck flex. For this guy, I'm just going to start to one side, roll over to the other, back and forth. A little bit more structure than that, but it's starting on one shoulder, coming straight down, coming straight to the other shoulder, and repeating that for 3 reps. It feels like a little bit more than 3 reps because I go back and forth nice and slow. I'm going to count them out as if it was 3 reps, so. All right, here we go. So for the neck flex, I'm going to start with one direction here. Going to bring my ear towards that shoulder, relaxing my shoulders down away from my ears as well. Trying to feel a nice stretch on the other side of my neck. Going to hold that for a couple counts. 1, 2, there. And then bring my chin down. Hold that for a couple counts. I'm feeling the stretch on the back of my neck and upper back there. Feels fantastic, by the way. Then going back to the other side. Getting a stretch on this neck. Seeing if there's any stretching I can do on this side as well. And that's, all 3 of those together, just 1 rep here. Coming back down, tucking my chin in. Rolling over to the original side. Creating stretching everywhere I can on my neck. Really, the biggest stretch is right here on the outside of my neck here where it's exposed. But I can feel like I can draw in some stretching from this side as well. At least I can attempt to draw in some stretching. Neck and chin back down the middle for a nice stretch here to hopefully stretch the upper back and neck. Feels glorious actually. And back over to the other side, opening up the neck here. And that completes the second rep. One more rep to go. Coming back down to the middle, chin down, trying to create a stretch in the back of the neck, upper back area. Finding it, move it on to the original side. And over here on this on the side, again, the outside of my neck is where I'm feeling the stretch the most, although I'm trying to bring in other areas here. Dropping my chin down the middle again, trying to find the stretch in the back of my neck. I am feeling something. It's more my upper back there. And then coming back to the other side for the last rep. Stretching my neck out a little bit. And that's done for the first set. Looks like I have 3 sets of this planned out. I'm only going to do 2. Yeah, I'll move along. If I have extra time, I'll come back and do one more set of that. But I'll take a sip of water and get into the second set. So it feels great. I just don't feel like I have this in another list of exercises that I do, and I think it's stretched out about as much as I'm going to be able to stretch that out. And I have some other neck exercises that just blew my mind last time I had tried them. I think that was the first time I had tried them last time. Or maybe it was the first time I did them correctly or somewhat closely correctly, because it just absolutely blew my mind. All right. Water taken in. Next set of neck flex coming through. So bringing my head down to my first side here. Oh, I almost felt a crack in the back of my neck that time. It was like a little creaky crack kind of deal. I didn't relieve any pressure. Like it wasn't like a satisfying thing, other than it was a strange little noise, and I can felt in my neck. It was almost a pop, but not quite. It was definitely something happening there. Anyway, neck down, chin tucked, trying to feel the stretch on the back of the neck, upper back, and then rolling over to the other side, feeling the stretch on the outside of the neck, and possibly anywhere else where you can find a stretch here. Use your mind, use your muscles. As I'm developing more muscles, there's more control. I'm trying to pull on this side, and I'm almost achieving it, not quite. I'm definitely getting a better stretch on this side, but I can feel my muscles working and trying to pull down here. And I'm pretty happy about that, because, I mean, I actually have muscles over here now. So, or at least something that resembles a muscle or acts like it. Feel pretty comfortable about that, actually. Chin back down the middle, trying to pull a stretch from my upper back, my neck, the back of my neck. Coming back over to the original side. Feeling a stretch. Coming back down the middle again. Chin down. Working the back of my neck, the upper back. I have a little tweak here in my chest. I've been working on this. It's like a little knot in my chest. I have a little massage gun that I've been pointing at it. It's gotten a little better, but I'm gonna have to see a masseuse about that, because that's just it's just weird. I don't know. I don't know enough about massage or knots in my chest. It definitely feels like a knot here. It's new. It's within the last 2 weeks that it's developed, I guess, from doing all the dumbbell work or whatnot. It is getting better as I hit it with the massage gun. Okay, I'm off to the other side now. That's my second rep. And chin back down the middle. Trying to feel the stretch in the back of my neck. Try to feel the upper back stretch. Back over to the original side. stretching that neck out, deepening that stretch as much as I can, tilting my head over, trying to bring my shoulder away from my ear even more. It almost feels like I'm trying to remove that entire side of my neck. It's like, it's a big chunk of neck I'm trying to just remove. Anyways, so I'll stop that part of the stretch here. I'm going to come right back down with my chin straight down, trying to stretch the back of my neck. I'll try to achieve the same thing, try to pop my head off in a gentle way. Nah, it doesn't have the same feel down the middle. And back to the other side. I'll try to pop the stretching side of my neck off here. See if it'll stretch a little bit more. Pulling on my shoulder, outstretched shoulder down, pulling my ear basically away from that shoulder. Oh, I am getting a little deeper stretch there. In any case, I'm going to relax. I'm going to come back to neutral. I was deepening those stretches, but I want to keep this to a certain time frame. Like, I only want to give myself, oh my goodness, I'm almost out of time. I haven't even gotten halfway through my list. I'm going to skip through a couple of these that are kind of repetitive. I'm going to go straight to neck extension, backward bending. This is one of the ones that blew my head, almost blew my mind, because it worked so well. I'm going to read the description I have here. For the neck extension, backward bending. So for these last few ones, I did a neck flex, basically left, right, and center. This one is straight back. Okay, so the description is like this. Gently extend the neck by looking upward and bringing the head backward while keeping the shoulders and back stationary. So my shoulders and back pretty much stay in the same place. I'm just bringing my neck up. Once the head has gone far as back as it can go without increasing pain, remember, no pain. You don't want this to hurt. Try to hold the stretch for 5 seconds before returning the head to neutral position. So yeah. So here we go. I'm going to start facing forwards. I'm relaxing my shoulders down as best I can. I'm going to bring my head. I'm going to look straight up at the ceiling. Trying to keep my shoulders in the same position. And I'm going to try to tilt my head back a little bit. I'm actually feeling a tug on my jaw and down. So as my head moves backwards some more even, I can deepen the stretch by trying to bring my lower jaw to meet my upper jaw, but there's no way I can make it work or make them touch because my head is too far back. I am feeling a huge stretch on the front of my neck, all across the front. I'm going to hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. I think I moved my back backwards a little bit because as I'm releasing forwards again, coming back up to neutral, I can feel my back releasing forwards. According to the instructions, I wasn't supposed to do that. But I'll tell you something, I got a really great stretch for the front of my neck. And I'll try to keep my back from going backwards. But the stretch was so good that, I don't know, I might move my back a teeny bit. If it moves a little bit, that shouldn't be too bad. If I feel any pain, I'll come out of it. So I'm going to do this 3 more times. So I have 4 sets of this planned out. So here we go. Looking forward. Going to move my eyes towards the ceiling, straight up. My shoulders relaxed away from my ears. I'm looking straight up at this point. I'm going to try to keep turning my head up and around, over. I can feel the tug on my lower jaw. I'm going to bring my lower jaw up towards my upper jaw as best I can. I'm feeling a good stretch here. I'm going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And returning back up to neutral, or down to neutral, really. Nice and slow. I mean, I think I'm overdoing it a teeny bit. Honestly, I do believe I'm overdoing it a little bit. But as long as you come out of it nice and slow, as long as I come out of it nice and slow, it doesn't feel like I'm doing any damage other than getting a really great stretch. So I got 2 more sets of this coming up. I'll take a quick sip of water and get going with the next set. My voice gets altered as I go up top because my mouth can't close like it would normally be able to close when I'm standing normally. Okay, last time this particular one was kind of mind-blowing for me. I think I was stretching things that hadn't been stretched in like a long time. Today, I'm still feeling a good stretch right across the board here, but it's not as mind-blowing, so boo. Okay, gonna start up again here. If you're following along, just look straight forward, shoulders away from the ears. Slowly tilt your head up, so you're gonna have your eyes pointing at the ceiling. I'm going nice and slow here. Keep rotating as much as you can, feeling the stretch all across the chest, all across the neck. Now my jaw can't meet up with my lower jaw can't meet up with the upper jaw. So I'm going to keep trying to stretch it a little bit more, and I'm going to try to deepen the stretch. I'm going to bring my jaw up towards my upper jaw and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly come down to neutral. Okay, I got 1 more set of this coming on. After that set, I'm going to go to the muscle man and count how many neck muscles this stretch might be engaging, because it feels like a lot of them. It goes coast to coast from here to here as far as the stretching of the neck here. Okay, here we go. Gonna loosen the arms a little bit, relax the shoulders down, looking straight forwards, slowly bringing my eyes straight up towards the ceiling, trying to feel a stretch of across the entire front of my neck. As I get to going straight up, my lower jaw can't touch my upper jaw anymore because too far away. Now I'm going to try to pull my lower jaw towards my upper jaw as I continue to stretch further up. I got a great stretch coming here. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release back to neutral. I was able to intensify that stretch a little bit when I had my head all the way up and my neck stretched as much as I could, by trying to force my shoulders down away from my ears just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. It felt like I could deepen my stretch, and it is kind of blowing my mind at this point. That was my last set of that, but I actually felt a stretch across my forehead a little bit here. I'm feeling something going on right here on my forehead, which is a little unexpected, not completely unexpected. All these muscles are tied together in some way, shape, or form, but I am feeling a little something right here. I don't know what it is. It's gone now, but I'll count that as mind blowing. The last time I did this, whenever it was, a few days ago, I had never done it before, and I was very surprised that it worked as well as it did. This time, I was able to even deepen the stretch a little bit more by bringing my shoulders down. So that's one takeaway for this session. When the head's up, bring the shoulders down, it'll deepen it a little bit more, just a touch. Because once my head's up there, I had very little control over what my head was doing up there. I still had control over my shoulders and my lower body, which was not it was basically not contorted, because up there I'm like contorted a little bit. But my shoulders were more or less still regular place, whatever that means. Next guy, neck flexion. Oh, let's see what time we got. Wow, I'm almost out of time, and I skipped through a whole bunch of these. I'm going to do one set of the neck flexion. Gradually lower the chin towards the chest and look downward while only moving the head. Once the head is flexed forward as far as it can comfortably go, hold the stretch for 5 seconds. So I'm just coming straight down. It's the opposite. And I'm feeling on the back already. Holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back up to neutral. I'm going to do that one more time. It felt good. It didn't feel great, I want to say, but it felt good enough where if I do it one more time, I might be able to deepen it a little bit. So again, I'm standing at neutral, my shoulders away from my ears, bringing my head straight down as far as I can do it. Deepening my stretch, trying to feel a stretch on the back of my neck. All those tissues there, just stretching them as far as I can. Hopefully trying to make them like a rubber band. Making sure not to tear anything. I don't feel like I'm about to. It's all about getting a good stretch in and not ripping anything to shreds. And coming back up. I didn't count to 5, but I'm sure I was down there for 5. I'm going to do that one more. Yeah, I got time for one more of those. And then I'll do my forward fold and sign off. I went a little slow this time, but I think I got a lot out of this. Hopefully, if you're following along, you did as well. All right, going to shake things out for a quick second. Shoulders away from the ears, neck and chin, trying to bury straight down into the chest. Trying to deepen the stretch in the back of the neck. Trying to apply the stretch to the entire back of the neck by pressing my shoulders down some more. I am feeling more stretching back there. And holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well, I got a happy little dog here. She may or may not be on camera. Come on, honey. Come on. You can do it. Yeah, I think she's coming on the camera. She's not camera shy. She's the star of the show, aren't you, honey? All right, I'm going to do a quick forward fold. Okay, I'm JC. This has been Dad Bod with JC. I hope you've enjoyed it. She certainly has. And I'll do a quick forward fold and then sign off. The forward fold, I'm trying to stretch everything basically. Shoulders, hamstring, chest, back, everything, neck even. Throw in the ears, although I don't know if I can stretch my ears. There's probably some internet ear stretching available. I'll have to look into it. I don't feel like I need to stretch my ears. Maybe I'm completely wrong about that. And coming back up from my forward fold. This one's very happy about something. Oh yeah, she's happy. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time. Oh, the other one's here too. Fantastic.